Welcome to another episode of Bought on Jumia here on Kofi's channel. My name is Kofi and I'm here to unbox yet another item from Jumia. And this is a 256 micro SD card for only 59 cedis. That's somewhere around, that's just about $10.81. For that price, for a 256 micro SD card. Well, before I get into this, my first impression is, worst case scenario, there's not even an SD card in this thing. Best case scenario, there is, and it transfers files at probably 500 kilobytes per second. Currently, I have no idea. Best way to find out, let's get inside and unbox this item, which is bought on Jumia. So I want to just go in it and unbox this finally and see what we have in the package. It's from Jumia, and I actually had issues trying to get this item. It was delivered like a week or two ago to the Ghana post office, and so I had to go there and collect it today. Although I bought it thinking it's going to be a door-to-door delivery, this had to go to the post office for me to go and collect, which compared to DHL, which they just informed me that, hey, your item is in, this one, I had to get in touch with Jumia for Jumia to tell me they've delivered it to. It was kind of a long process, but anyway, it's finally here and I'm happy to get into it and start unboxing. So if you look at the packaging, it's pretty standard and everything looks exactly like how SanDisk they normally package their SD cards. This is totally unexpected for me. Like, the packaging looks authentic. As to how it's gonna perform, it's a different thing. Interestingly, they threw in this micro SD USB 2 adapter, so you can slot in the micro SD card into this and be able to plug it into your USB directly without any issues. So that's it with the unboxing. Now, the next step is, does it really perform as it should? We will have to find out. So let's hop onto the computer and see whether this almost $11 256 micro SD card is actually what it says it is. Let's find out. So first of all, it's time to pop open this thing and slot it into the USB 2. I am not sure. Well, I would like to use the micro SD adapter so that I can slot it in directly. So let's see. That's about there. Will it be able to even fit in? Ooh. It doesn't even fit. Okay, I'm not expecting this thing to work. Okay, so I just slotted it in. Nothing is showing so far. Nothing, like. Okay. Let me just crack open this thing because I might end up spoiling the SD card. This doesn't look like something that would work. Let me put it in this one instead. Boom, it showed up and there we have it. It says 256 here. On the computer it's saying 268. Okay. So we have that. Let me try and format it to something else. So let's say Kofi 256 format. Okay. Error mountain, unknown, this, that. Exactly. So boom, first error. Let me use JPatet to see whether we can have some success. and so we have 250. Okay, and let's delete this and let's create a new partition. Let's say like coffee, just give it a name, and let's format it. Are you sure? Yes.
A few inches later.
Okay, so it's still partitioning, it's still formatting. Maybe it's 256, it's a huge storage, so it's taking a bit of time to format. You know, let's give it a bit of room to operate here, just, you know.
So much later that the old narrator got tired of waiting and they had to hire a new.
Still looking at it, no progress so far. It's still creating a new partition, primary partition on the using ext4 on a 250 gig micro SD card. I'm not expecting something good to come out of this. Like, it's not gonna work as expected. I wasn't even expecting the SD card to be in this thing in the first place. So this is more like kind of a middle ground of my worst case scenarios, my worst case scenario and my best case scenarios. Currently, I've not been able to reach the best case scenario so far. And this is going on sale on Jumia. They've written it's, that is what they are saying. This is exactly from the branding. So you guys know I'm not, you know, making anything up. So they say 100 megabits per second, 667 times speed. A1 for faster mobile app performance. It's still formatting here, and this is being sold by Jumia. So you go into Jumia to look for, you know, items to buy, and these are the things they are selling you. I wasn't expecting something good out of this because, I mean, who gets the 256 micro SD card for $10 in 2019? Like, so still formatting. I can't keep this going forever. I have no idea where it is or what stage it's currently at. I would want to confirm cancel operation. So let me close that. Cancel operation. It's not able to even cancel the operation. So what I'm gonna do as the last resort is I'm gonna use an SD card reader that I know and trust. So let me bring that real quick. So I have this pack here that I keep SD cards adapters in here. So let's slot this. Okay, via the micro SD card adapter, it doesn't show up at all, like nothing. Nothing pops up, nothing, like, oh dear. Slotted it back in, and since it couldn't format using the G-padded, I'm not expecting it to. I hope G-padded can show it up. Okay, it still shows up, but then it's nothing. Like, let me delete it first. This is interesting. Okay, it's able to delete, but it's not able to add a new partition, at least from what I tried in the previous one. So let's use, you know, a FAT32 instead, and let's go add, and let's go ahead to create and see what happens. Okay, interesting. It worked. Hold on. Okay, so FAT32 worked and it's loaded. Ooh. Okay. It's good I tried this time. So now let's try copying something onto it and see how fast probably it's gonna copy. So where do I have, let's see, PyCon. Where do I have some videos? So videos, all of this is, you know, pretty small. So let's try and paste that. Okay, you guys are seeing what I'm seeing? Now, obviously, this is USB 2. So it's not a good metric to find out exactly how fast this is. Now, next thing. So I have an SD card, micro SD card reader thing here I trust. So after this, let me also use that and see how fast this will take me. So good, came up. And the files are still on there. Well, not all the files. Still loading properties, that. Okay, so what is the conclusion so far? For me, the conclusion is this. I can't rely on this thing. I don't plan shooting somebody's wedding on this, if you get what I mean. I also don't plan using this for anything important. So I can't trust this thing, and it's not consistent from what I've seen. And I think it's not gonna last as well because, you know, you don't know what's going on, and
you don't know why it's going on.
and I'm not looking forward to have this in my arsenal. I don't know if anybody would like to have this. Maybe I should do a giveaway with this, or if you want it, you can just leave a comment and let me know. I can just hand it over to you. I don't have any plans of keeping this. I basically wanted to find out how legitimate this is from my little, you know, experience with it. I'm not excited with what I'm having. I'm not trusting this thing, and I don't know if I'm gonna use it for anything critical. So if anyone wants to play with this thing and have a 256 probably in their phone or something of that sort, sure, hit up with me, and I'm happy to give it out. So that's it with the Bought on Jumia for this episode. It's a $1088 micro SD card 256 gig, which claims to transfer files as fast as 100 megabits per second. So they're basically saying you can use this for 4K shooting, which the SD card adapter that came in it wasn't working. So that's that. The micro SD card part, when I use this, the one I know it works, it also doesn't pick it up, it also doesn't work. But then the micro USB SD card USB 2 adapter that came with the package works. So should you buy it? Well, it's up to you. If you want to live on the edge of life, well, that's up to you. If you want all your vacation pictures to vanish into thin air, maybe that's and you're okay with that, maybe that's it. If you're okay with that, perfect. For someone like me, I wouldn't recommend anybody buying this because you can't trust this. That's basically what I'm trying to say. Like, you don't, I wouldn't recommend you buy it, but if you want to experience it and also play with it, that's up to you. So thank you for watching this episode. That's it for now. Bought on Jumia, $1088 micro SD card 256 gig. That's it, and I hope to come your way with another Bought on Jumia episode very soon. So if this is your first time coming to this channel, make sure to subscribe, and if you have any questions, leave them in the comment below. I'll be happy to answer them as well. And what would you like to see next on this episode of Bought on Jumia? So thank you for joining me, and hope to see you in the next one. Bye.